Explain a little bit about that. Elaborate a little bit on that for people.
Man, so it's really it's all a numbers game, right? We have the different generations. The largest generation that we know of, is the baby boomers. They own half of the assets in
Mm-hmm.
the United States. And based on what I researched, $156 trillion worth of assets in the United States, they make up half of that. They're retiring, I want to say 10 to 11,000 baby boomers are retiring per day. And as a seller or a business owner, they have a small percentage of successfully being able to sell their business. I think it's less than 20%, right? So, it's what a lot of people tend to believe is, they'll start a business, they'll build it up, they make it successful, and they want to leave it for their kids. But a lot of times the kids don't even want the business. They want to do their own thing. They want to do something else, right? So there's no success, there's no successor, no exit strategy really. And so they may be forced to sell the business or shut it down. And, right now it's just an amazing time to buy these businesses that they are selling, right? They're retiring. So, and it's important. I think it's really important because if these businesses are forced to go out of business because they may be too small for, say, like private equity, funds or firms to want to buy them, then, it could really, I can only imagine the type of impact it can make on our economy, right? If these businesses are forced to shut down and people are losing their jobs and things like that, who have built their livelihood around these companies, these successful companies. So yeah, it's
100%, bro. And the funny thing about it is, like, there's so many different ways to acquire business, different strategies in M&A, right? Because there's going to be the people who are going to go for distressed business. I don't like that. But some people do it and they get it pennies on the dollar, and they're like, oh, I can use it for the assets, or I could use it for this, or I could grow it back up. I don't want to do that, because growing it back up is like a startup again, right? And I don't want to start another business from scratch. But there's also, and I did this for a while before I really got into the roll-up side, those individual, like, neighborhood businesses, right? You go to the dry cleaner, and this is where the dry cleaner stuff came from. You go to the dry cleaner in the neighborhood, and everybody goes to that dry cleaner, and it's still operating, it's cash flowing, and you don't got to work in it. You don't got to be the dry cleaner, but owning that, taking it over, because it's going to shut down, and then there's going to be even more of a need for dry cleaners. But you don't let it shut down, and you take it over. You get a bunch of those. You go to the pizza store every weekend. Well, maybe you want to get the pizza store. Maybe, you know what I mean? That type of approach is definitely a viable one that, not everybody considers, because they figure, oh, well, I don't know nothing about dry cleaning.
Right.
You don't need to.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.